Hey, fam, it's your man Dante the Dark Knight. Welcome to Eagles Talk. Yeah, that's right. It's playoff time. We about to face the 49ers in the NFC Championship game. If you guys are not excited about this upcoming game, then I don't know. You need to check that little ticker that's in this chest area right here because it might not be working correctly if you're not as hyped as I am. Look, last time we saw Philadelphia Eagles, they were giving the Giants a smackdown, a good old-fashioned ass whipping. We like to say in the black households, they got their ass whooped, and we gave it to them, and it was so delighting to see. And ironically, it came on the exact date, 5 years to the day, that we beat down the Minnesota Vikings in the NFC Championship game in 2018. 5 years to the date. Exactly. Wow, that was incredible. The 21st of January of 2018, we beat the Minnesota Vikings ass 38-7, and we did exactly the same thing to the New York Giants 5 years to the day. So it was a very exciting win, man. We talked about it, and I'll talk a little bit about it before we jump into this 49ers game, because this is a bigger game. But like I told you guys, going into that Giants game, they were coming off a high. They were coming off a big high, beating the Minnesota Vikings. And I told Giants fans as well as you guys, we're not the Vikings. we were not the Vikings. So that might have worked for them, but we all thought the Vikings were like kind of fraud. They were like a fraud 13-14, and it's hard. How do you wow, that's kind of hard to say. It sounds like an oxymoron, doesn't it? Like they were frauds at 13-4, winning 13 games, and to be a fraud such as that. And I'll give a little credit to the Giants. They played a great game. They played a tough game. They had confidence and all that, but 13-4 to go down like that was crazy. That was crazy, but we did it. We came out, and sometimes when you're going on a Super Bowl run, sometimes luck is involved, right? So, all right, here's the luck I saw in that game, right? Although we beat them soundly, the luck was we lost the coin toss. That was the luck in that game. Because I don't know how it turns out if we don't lose the coin toss. Because normally we win the coin toss and we defer, right? This time we lost. So they gave us the ball first. I don't know if we would have chose that, but I know my co-host was hoping for that. She wanted us to take the ball first, and she got her wish. And I say it was luck. It was just a luck of a coin toss. And here she is right here. The perfect segue. All right, there she is. So there's the queen of Eagles Talk. Nichelle is in the building, and I'm just talking about how sometimes Super Bowl runs involve a tad bit of luck, and that might have been our luck in that game, just losing the coin toss and being given the ball first, because we went right down the field, put points on the board, and then came down to stop them, put another touchdown up, and after that, it's pretty much over after that. It was over after that. So that game, that bit of luck helped that game, I think. Don't get it wrong. We thoroughly whipped their ass. But I'm saying, like, look, I don't know what the outcome would have been had we deferred. I think we would have still won, but we don't know if it would have been a laugher like it was. That was a good formula. I'm kind of hoping that happens Saturday. Sunday. But look, we got her back. She's got her drink, so I guess I got to go through the routine.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had to get this bottle open. I'm just saying that. I didn't need that.
All right, you guys, you know what it is. It's Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles coverage show around, that's by Eagles fans, for Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles. We do so in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. Shot. So I'm still on my sobriety kick, so I'm not doing a shot. But Nichelle is doing her Jersey red wine, and you guys need to toast to our Philadelphia Eagles. There, I don't even have anything to
You
toast
don't even
with.
have water?
Damn,
A
I got
smoothie?
water. I do got water. Damn.
Shots don't have to be alcohol, y'all.
Yeah, it
Remember
doesn't
that.
have to be alcohol.
It
There's
could be
Richard Boo with
anything.
his
Enjoy
tried and true.
responsibly.
tried
Jameson
and
and
true.
ultralight.
Jameson and ultralight. We know that's going down. All right, so
Okay.
here we go. Everybody, raise your glass to our Philadelphia Eagles as we salute them. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1. Oh, damn. Oh, I forgot to hook up the soundboard. I forgot. Pat's not here. I got to do that.
It's all good.
All right. So, getting back to what I was saying. Our Philadelphia Eagles beat the crap out of the Giants, and that, like every Super Bowl run has a bit of luck, and that might have been our bit of luck for that game, with the fact that we started off with the ball and went straight down, and then it was just so easy. We scored, came back. Dable, who I vote for Coach of the Year, he had a brain fart because he decided to go for it on 4th and 8. That was ballsy.
First of all, let's talk about that. I sat up in my chair like the disrespect at the beginning of the game. You really think you're going to pull off 4th and 8 in the link? The Giants, like the fact you tried it.
Yeah.
That's one of those memes. You tried it. You really tried it, and you were trying us, thinking we were going to let you get off 4th and 8. It wasn't 4th and inches. It wasn't 4th and 1. It wasn't even 4th.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was none of that, and he thought he going to come back and try us like
that. Was
that
never going to happen.
Right, total disrespect. You blanked out for a minute. I had to pick up for you, but that was disrespect, and I like that theme. I mean, I don't know how much we can go to the well on that, but I love the disrespect. Continue to disrespect, because I think that that just fuels the fire of this team. Like, oh my goodness, the Sirianni wasn't even considered for Coach of the Year. Are you kidding me? He wasn't even a finalist for Coach of the Year. Oh man,
Hassan can't get any respect. Listen, I'm loving all the disrespect. Jalen still is continuing on his disrespect train. People are ranking him number 4, Josh Allen better, all these other quarterbacks better that ain't even in the playoffs anymore. So, you know what? The only thing that matters to me is the Lombardi. Give them all the Player of the Year awards. And shout out to Howie getting his Executive of the Year, his second time winning that award. Let him keep that award. Yeah, let him get that award. And if you want to snub our players, we'll work that out on the field of play come Sunday and on our route to Arizona, because that's really all that matters, to be honest with you. I'm not waiting for the respect of the national media or any of our opposing teams fans. They're I'm not going to hold my breath for that. I'm done looking for that, because they're never going to give it to us.
No, but the ultimate payback is when we hoist the Super Bowl trophy, but it starts with hoisting the NFC Championship trophy.
That's right. That's right.
So we're going to complete that task Sunday. Hold up. You're now listening to the First Order.
That's loud.
Yeah, no, I just wanted to see if it worked for a while. Yeah.
I was like, ah.
Yeah, my bad on that. All right. Okay. All right. All right. So let me go to our third co-host. That's you guys in the room. First person in the room tonight was Fred. Fred says Championship Sunday. Can't wait. That's what I'm talking about. Richard Boo, of course, we know he's in the house. Said, what's up, Eagles fan? What's up? Gregory Barr says, Orangeburg in the Bird Gang. Let's go. I got people down that way. Yo, you know what I'm saying? Right down there, Bowman, right down the street from you guys. That's where we from. Steph, beautiful Mrs. Sandlin. Hey, Dark Knight. Hey, what's up? Dennis Holmes, what's up, man? What's going on? I thought we was going to get together one time. We got to come together one time. All right, Rabbi. Eagles, what's up? What's up, Rabbi? Thank you for joining. East, the X Factor on YouTube. Thanks for following. I know you subscribed. I ain't even tell you no more. He says, what's good, my Eagles family? Y'all ready for Sunday? Hell yeah. Ed's in the house. He's already subscribed. I know that. What's up? Hey, now, cannot wait for Sunday. JT's in the house, and JT is coming. I haven't even talked about us being at Miller's Ale House yet, this far into the program, but I'm gonna say something now because I know JT's coming. So let me read his comment. It's ass kicking time. Fly, Eagles, fly. It's not going to be easy, but we are Bird Gang and we are winners. That's right.
That's right.
So this is a perfect time for me to mention that if you haven't seen the advertisement on our social media pages, we're going to be in Springfield, PA for the NFC Championship game on Sunday. We're going to be broadcasting live doing our pregame and postgame show from Miller's Ale House in Springfield, PA, 18 Baltimore Pike. Come out. Now, if you know anything about the program, then you know the history of the program. That's where we were the last time our Philadelphia Eagles were in the NFC Championship. We were at Miller's Ale House. It was the most exciting and fun time I've ever had broadcasting live at an establishment. Now, the Pat and Shell might think the tailgate and all that. We had a good time at the tailgates, but not when it got cold. It was cold.
Right. Nobody
cold
likes
outside.
the cold weather.
But they might. But it was a great atmosphere. But to me, the time we had at Miller's Ale House in 2018 was the best time. I mean, there's nothing like when you're doing a live appearance. Number one, you want the perfect backdrop for that type of experience is to have a lot of Eagles fans, and that was covered. Check that box. We had a lot of Eagles fans in that place that day. The second thing you want to check off is you want them to be rabid and excited and passionate. Check that box off. And then the third thing, you want a Eagles win. And then you get those three things, and you have a perfect backdrop to do our show in. And we had all three of them. You know what the Minnesota game looked like then. It was 38-7. We were partying throughout the whole game. I mean, singing, and it was a fight song singing practice basically, because we were singing all the time.
Giants game.
Yeah, the Giants game was too. I call those games fight song practice. We need a fight song practice game this Sunday. Oh my goodness. But yeah, we're going to be there on Saturday. So if you're in the area, you guys need to come through, because we have a good time when we go live. Imagine everybody having a good time and rooting for our Eagles, and my silly behind to be there too. So yeah, you'll get to see us. Nichelle will be there, Pat will be there, everybody will be there, and JT will be there. That's why I got excited when I saw him in the comments, because he posted that he's going to be there. And JT comes from the Baltimore or the DC area. I can't remember. I think it's the Baltimore area. He comes from the Baltimore area. He's coming up. So no excuses. If JT can come up, and he has been to many of our live events, you guys can make it too. I know, Sulema, you're in Corpus Christi, Texas at the moment, taking care of Mom. I'll be back in Houston just in time for the game. I wish I could go hang out with you guys in PA. I'm so ready. Go Eagles. Yeah, I wish you could too. Because I got a couple pool halls I want to take you to, and we can hustle some money up. That's why you need to come up here, Sulema. I got some pool halls. We can get paid. All right.
But before she comes up here, we follow on our Twitter account. There's a Houston Eagles establishment in Houston. I take it Suleiman goes and hangs out there for the game. But they do a lot of it's like Houston Eagles Nest or something. They do a lot of live commentary, and been promoting their game day for coming up. So find your fellow Bird fans in Houston, Suleiman, and shout out to Miss Pam. She's not feeling good. Well wishes to her too. She said she's drinking her lemon water. She can't even drink her tequila.
She ain't even drinking her tequila. Lemon water. Hold on, wait a minute. Check with her, because drinking lemon water might be cold for tequila. You don't know. I gotta check.
Wong, it's your birthday. You need to come out to Miller Ale House if it's your birthday, Wong. Come on now, David.
Oh, Wong. Yeah, where are you, Wong? Are you around?
PA. He in PA. He could.
Oh yeah, you need to come through. And Raheem, what you talk about? You coming? You talking about going to the bar? You need to be coming to this bar. You in Philly? Don't be act. You know what? Don't get me wrong, because I live outside now. But when I was in Philly, we used to think like northeast to South Philly was long. Man, that's nothing. Come on out. It's right there on Baltimore Pike. That's nothing. I'm down here, a 20-minute ride for me. I go like 20 miles. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's far. Then, from northeast to Springfield is not far.
I got the info for Suleiman. So Houston Eagles Nest, their home is Little Woodrow Shepherd, is where they go hang out for the Eagles game. It's called Little Woodrow Shepherd.
Okay,
she probably knows about it.
Yeah, Eddie, I'm calling you out too. You're not that far. It's only San Diego. It's like, hop on the plane. Come on through. I'm only kidding. John Batiste, South Carolina.
They're blocking off the lot, and they're putting out a big screen at Little Woodrow Shepherd.
Oh, they must get. Oh, that's down there where it's nice weather in the wintertime, huh?
Yeah, so
Oh, okay.
that's where it's on and popping. Everybody in H-Town and Houston, Little Woodrow Shepherd, go check it out.
All right. B Dizzle said he wish he could. He's in KC. All right, look. Look. Miss Jones says, thank y'all. Dante is actually lemon water. It's not a code word. All right, okay, all right. All right, I'm just checking, Miss Jones.
She trying to get her swag back for the game,
we need
so
you to
she
get
could go back
yeah.
to that tequila.
We don't want to see you on the injured list on Sunday.
No,
I don't want
can't.
Pat to be reading your name, Miss Jones, on the inactives. We need you to be very active on Sunday. So yeah, drink the lemon water, please. And by all means, I'll be praying for you to be better on Sunday. All right, so talking about this Giants game, the biggest concern I had going into it was coaching, right? We did talk about that. We talked about coaching. But what a job they did in this game against the Giants. Now, I don't know. I do know. They weren't really tested. I mean, it was a smackdown from the beginning. So we really didn't see any chess moves being made. They didn't have to. I did like how
they weren't on our level. It was a tune up for this weekend. Let's just call it what it was. I had no concerns. They weren't on our level.
Yeah,
period.
They weren't.
Did Minshew play?
Yeah, I think.
Did he score a touchdown? Yes. Yes and yes. Which means it was a wrap from the beginning. It really is no big recap for the Giants game. The real talk, again, is the disrespect. Let's talk about Brock Purdy, 7-game winning streak, and they are donning him like the next coming of Tom Brady. Now, when Jalen Hurts had 7 wins this season, what was they saying about Jalen? They was still doubting him. Right. Look how easy they usher in these other people, and then it comes to Jalen, he can't get any respect. And out of that, he's only quarter. He's okay.
Let me end it.
And that's the end of the quarter.
Ooh, that's kind of loud too, ain't it? All right, so that's the end of the first quarter. You are watching Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles coverage show around. Us by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team, the Philadelphia Eagles, that's going to the NFC Championship game. And we like to talk about them in such a relaxed manner an excited manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. Any shot you want to do is acceptable. I'm on my sobriety, so I'm just doing shots of, well, I was doing air, but I got water now, so I'm doing shots of water. So whatever shot you want to do. All right, Wilbur Jones came right in and said, I'm drinking, though.
That's right.
Might be, but I'm drinking.
That's right. You got to hold her down.
You got to hold her down, Mr. Jones.
You got to hold her down, Mr. Wilbur.
All right, so let me know what you're drinking, Mr. Jones. I need to know that. All right, so here we go to our Philadelphia Eagles as we prepare for this game on Sunday. Down the hatch, 3, 2, 1. I got to keep the darn soundboard going. Where's that?
Okay. There you go.
You're now listening to the second quarter.
All right, so go ahead. Finish your thought on this disrespect, Clinton. How they propped this dude up.
7 games, they done propped him up to damn near win the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts was 10 games deep, all W's. They still had doubts about him. This is what I can't deal with. It's just the level of disrespect. And let's talk about the defenses that Purdy has faced. He faced one top defense in all of those games he played, and that one of the top 10 to 12 defenses. And you know who it was? The Cowboys.
The Cowboys. And that was just last week.
Right. And if you really watch that game, they kind of exposed him a little bit.
Yeah, they did.
And if you think our pass rush is not better than theirs, yeah, they got Bosa. But come on, y'all. Y'all know what our D-line does. Y'all know what Reddick does. Y'all know we are the sack masters. It's Sack-adelphia. Can't nobody touch us in sacks. What you think we're going to do to that young boy? Purdy ain't ready. He is not ready for what everybody been saying. He's not ready for the violence that's about to happen in the link. He has not had to face this adversity all year. He had Dallas in his own field, and they still almost came up with a W.
Yes, they did.
If your boy Dak didn't choke. But
no. Yeah, I am. She said, I thought you wanted. I am. That was a shot of water, Jackie.
yeah,
Jackie,
no,
like, yo,
he's doing water.
I'm doing
He just
water.
puts it in a shot glass
I
for
just put it in the
effect.
shot glass. This is definitely Deer Park. Don't get it twisted. I mean, and you know what? You guys don't even know that it is a good thing that I am doing this because we've won the time all the weeks. You know how long I've been doing this, right? And that one time I was off the wagon around the holidays, right? I think around December 17th. We lost both of those games when I was off the wagon. Those 2 weeks where I actually took shots was the Dallas week and the Saints week. We lost. When I went back on, we won against the Giants and we won. So you might want to see me only take shots of water. It seems to be part of the mojo, and I don't change anything that's a part of the
let's
mojo.
keep it going. Let's keep it going.
All right. So look, yeah. So, and that's one of the when it came down to it against the Giants, we said, all right, look, they did it. They did a great job. They had a great game plan against Minnesota, even though Minnesota's were frauds. How do you win 13 games and you're a fraud? Like that's just like an oxymoron. And it's like, how do you win 13 games and you were a fraud? But they were. All right. So the Giants beat them. They beat them. You know, it was a great game for them. Daniel Jones looked like Lamar, Vic out there and everything. But bottom line, when they came here, I was just looking at like, yo, they just don't have the talent on their team to deal with the talent on our team. We just have way more, way more. And that's the bottom line. I don't care how you schemed it up and all this. The bottom line was like, we just have so much.
We are a Pro Bowl team.
Yes.
We like most of the team are Pro Bowlers, whether they're direct Pro Bowlers or alternates. Most of our team, our starters are Pro Bowlers.
Now, this team, it's little, you know, they have more talent than the Giants. I'll admit to that. And like I said last week, we are not the Minnesota Vikings. I would have to admit that the 49ers are not the Giants. I get that.
And we are not the Cowboys.
But we're not the Cowboys either. We're way more talented than them. And it may be a closer match in talent, but when it comes down to it, I can name a couple positions where I think we have an advantage, and I probably can name a couple of positions
quarterback.
Where I think they might have and the main one is quarterback. I think we have an MVP candidate quarterback, and they have a rookie who has shown weaknesses. I mean, luckily for him, they haven't turned into turnovers, but the stats, the next gen stats that they had against that in that wild card game said he had 9 turnover worthy plays that just, you know, the other team didn't capitalize on.
The football gods blessed him that day.
They blessed him. Even last week, he had a couple interceptions that Dallas just didn't hold on to. And I'll tell you this today, right now, here, you mark my words, if he makes those mistakes against our defense,
it's a wrap.
We're turning it over. You might as well call us Baker Man. Because we about to make turnovers up in this plea. Look, he better not do that here. And I said the biggest concern was the coaching, right? And then on pregame, I said, you know what? I have no other choice but to trust this coaching staff because they've won 14 games, now 15 now. They've won 15 out of 18 games. So although they're still my concern going into this game also, I'm not going to lie.
No.
I have to trust that we've identified a weakness, our offense against their defense. They're 20th against the pass. They're susceptible to get against the pass.
Oh, come on now. I think AJ and Smitty are going to eat. Number one, and I'm not even that worried. Everybody's like Bosa. Yes, Bosa's a beast. I respect his game. Don't think I'm not disrespecting Bosa. However, we had the same chatter about Micah Parsons too, right? We had the same chatter about Micah Parsons, and we figured out how to neutralize him. Go ahead, run free. We just going to run plays that you ain't going to be ready for. You're going to over pursue, and it's going to be a wrap. And you're not going to get to eat like you're used to eating. And I think they're going to kind of run that same game plan against Bosa. The best way to beat him is just let him run free. Come on. Come with it.
I think you're right on that. And we got not only, I mean, the first game against Dallas was the worst that we neutralized Micah Parsons, but you didn't hear his name in the second game either, hardly any. So it was 2 games against maybe the defensive player of the year I'm still mad about Hassan Reddick not even being in the conversation. But
they disrespected Camden and Temple, so I was heated.
It's crazy, but we've neutralized him in 2 games, not 1 game, but 2 games, and now I think that this offense could do the same with Bosa, and we're going to win this game in the trenches. Our D-line, our O-line, and we have maybe arguably the best D-line and the best offensive line. If it's not the best, they're top 3 in both categories. So, when you talk about that gives me confidence. That gives me optimism about Sunday. Attacking that the weakness of their pass defense give me optimism, because this offensive brain trust, they do a good job in taking advantage of weaknesses. And like you mentioned earlier, we have a Pro Bowl type of squad here.
We have a Pro Bowl squad, period.
I'm talking about for real. I was just talking to my brother. I said, look, you talk about other teams. All right, so they have the 20th ranked passing defense, right? There's other teams that would not even be able to take advantage of that, because they don't have a good passing game, right? They couldn't even take advantage of that. I listed Tennessee as an example. Tennessee is a run-heavy team, right? So they couldn't even take advantage of a team that was soft against the pass. But our offense and our team is so dynamic that
we can burn you at every level.
Every level. If you have a weak run defense, we could take advantage of that with our run game. If you have a weak pass defense, we could take advantage of that with our passing game.
Period.
I feel very good about this game coming up Sunday. Let me go to some comments, because
we got some good comments. You guys are on it. You could. David said he'd take Lane versus Bosa. Me too.
Yeah,
I take a banged up Lane all day. You know what I mean?
Even. And this is the extent to how much talent we have, because think about it. They're going to move Bosa to the other side. They understand. They know that Lane's the best right tackle. So they're going to move him.
Lunch.
They're going to move Bosa to my other side. And he may be the weakest of the two, but he's not chopped liver.
No. And he better watch how if he try to lay hands on Jalen, because how melodic gets. He don't play that.
Right. So I'm like, yo, you're picking the lesser of 2 evils, and even that guy is good. You know what I'm saying?
Because Mailata's more inclined to fight than Lane is.
Yeah.
Let's be clear about that.
All right, Dominic
he's ready
says,
to throw hands.
Better the ops, the better we play. Big play Slay is the wild card. He gets a little Asante Samuel sometimes. Yeah, we can use that. Use that. He does. Though. I like that comparison.
I think lately he's been on the upswing, so I think Slay is going to definitely show up. He's been getting out of his slump.
Tackling. Isaac said they had less sacks against Dallas, and our line is better. Dallas has more sacks on them. Yeah, and I think that's going to be the key too. If we get to that young boy often and early, and lay paws on him.
Feel that. Oh, shell shock is coming, Purdy.
Yes, it's about to come. And please, our fan base at that link is going to be insane, yo.
He ain't ready.
Insane.
And the 49ers fans are calling us soft. Talking about Eagles fans are soft.
They about to get their fans ass whipped. They need to set up. See, them people that's sitting over there in California need to be quiet, because if y'all not going to the game, y'all going to get your fellow fans that are going to attend the game. Y'all might get their ass whipped. Don't do that. I'm telling you.
And let me break something down about 49ers and Bay Area fans in general. They called us classless and all this other stuff. Don't get it twisted. We turn up. But they act like gang members out there. Remember New Orleans Saints 2012 playoff game, how they harassed that man and his 12-year-old daughter. I think another Bay Area team, they put a couple people in comas. Come on. They act like straight gang members. We about that life, but we ain't about that life. So.
Oh, Jack, no calling tonight. I don't know. I opened up the call lines last week when I had a special guest too. I thought I was going to show off in front of our guests, and nobody rang the line. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, shh. So I mean, I could open.
We a little late tonight. We come in person. Come see us if you up in the area.
I could open up the line, but
they taking Jordan over Bosa too. I know that's right, Wong.
Yeah. All right. So Richard Booth says hit Quez over the top. Wait a minute. Oh, all right, we'll get that in the second half. All right, that's the end.
You mean the third?
Oh, the third quarter. That's the second half.
Yeah. Well, yeah, second
right.
half. You're right. You're right.
All right, so.
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right, you're listening to, you're watching Eagles Talk, the most unique Eagles coverage show around. That's by Eagles fans for Eagles fans. And here in Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our NFC East division champs, our NFC championship participant, Philadelphia Eagles, in such a
our number
manner.
one seed.
Our number one
Philadelphia
seeded
Eagles.
Philadelphia Eagles. Our Philadelphia Eagles that boast the GM of the year, executive of the year. Philadelphia Eagles in such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. You do a shot of anything. All right, so I'm doing a shot of water because I'm still on my 90-day. And you guys let me know what you're doing out there. Nichelle is sipping on her red wine blend. Who's that? Richard Boo is doing, what is he doing again? Jameson and Ultra Light. I know what he's doing because that's the only thing he does. All right, so let me know what you're doing out there as we salute our Philadelphia Eagles. Down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
Somebody's looking for us on YouTube. Can we post up the link?
Who's looking up? Where?
By Love
I've been
Jones.
looking for y'all on YouTube. Oh, you got to put in. I'll put the link up. But if
we'll put the link
just
up
put in
for
the
you.
search bar at Eagles Talk, you'll get us that way. You got to be more specific with us. We're just starting off, so we don't come up in the keywords. But if you do that at Eagles Talk in the search bar, you'll find us. But I can put the total link up here too. And this. We're still working our way up the charts. Let's put it that way. We're still working our way up the charts. So I'll put this down there. Oops.
You got it up. I see it up.
Yeah, I was going to put the link. I think that's the link, right? Will you be able to click on that? I don't know. All right. So let me see. Somebody said, wow, no respect. Yeah, Bart Scott was the only one out of the panelists that picked the 49ers. Purdy going to be
the
running.
Clown face for Bart Scott. That's what y'all can do. Clown face.
And freaking Chris Sims, who said that dumbass. Man, he's an idiot.
Listen, he's not. You know what? He's not even worth the oxygen. Like, he wasn't even a mid-level quarterback. Wants to be a commentator now. What makes a great quarterback? You wish you was your daddy, and even your daddy kept getting there and couldn't close the deal.
He's clickbait. That's all. He
oh my goodness, he's the worst. He's the worst.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop giving him energy like that. Tiki says some dumb things too, but they had him on WIP, and boy, did he smooth the hell out of Angelo. Boy,
he had to walk that back.
He walked it back and he smoothed Angelo. He had Angelo eating out of the palm of his hand by the end of the rest of the crew was like, yo, he really got you, yo.
Angelo's a sucker for stuff like that. It's his last year too.
Yeah, and that's another thing. We got to keep with it so we can keep Angelo around. He's a treasure in Philadelphia, and he's not leaving until this season is officially over. So let's hope that it's not over until we hoist that Lombardi trophy.
That's right.
And we get to keep Angelo around for a couple of weeks.
Yeah, and we got Ray Diddy back for this coverage.
We got Ray Diddy for this run.
So shout out to Ray Didinger because he is my number one all-time favorite Eagles commentator. In this city, he keeps it level-headed. He keeps it fair. He keeps it balanced. He's not all emotional. He's not doing hot takes. He's not. He doesn't do that. He keeps it real, and I love him for that.
I love Ray Diddy too, man. For that same exact reason, I can't even add anything to it. The dude he's also not only a local treasure, he's a national treasure. He's actually in the Hall of Fame. He's in the NFL Hall of Fame for good reason too.
Yeah, and they're having a drone show Saturday night at the art museum, guys. The Eagles are.
Oh, word?
Like a drone light show to prepare like a little pep rally. So.
All right, so Efren says the key to this victory is the passing over the top and deep and Jalen's legs. I kind of agree with that. This team they're not they're not
good
very
against
stout
mobile
in this
quarterbacks.
in the back end of their defense. They're not very
Mm-hmm.
stout. That's why they're 20th against the pass. So that's the vulnerability I see in that vaulted number one defense. They're not as balanced as I would say that our defense is.
Yeah, they've given up 7 100+ yard games to receivers this year. So somebody's eating. One of our top receivers is eating at least, or both of them are going to eat, or both of them and our tight end are about to eat.
All right, here's Fred. Fred says we have to run the ball on the Niners, wear down that pass rush and linebackers.
That's right.
I think we have to do something to keep them honest. You're right, but I think our bread and butter is going to be in the passing game. But yeah, you can't just pass. So yeah, I agree. We got to run the ball and to keep them honest and keep them guessing. They are stout against the run, though.
Listen, if we could use all three backs like we did last week, it's just a wrap by the time we start throwing the ball.
Let me ask you this, though. Ask you guys out there too. Ask you, Michelle. Like, is our run game that run game where we can run it no matter what the defense? I mean, who the defense is, no matter. Like, I hate to use this comparison because I hate them, but like a la the Cowboys in the 90s, is our run game like that where we can just run no matter what defense we're facing?
Absolutely.
We could just impose our will.
Because we have three viable backs that can have breakout games, or two of them having breakout games at once. Absolutely. We have the personnel, we have the talent to run on any team in this league. We cannot sleep on Boobie Miles. You know what I mean? He's been performing, being the silent assassin, getting yards. We always get yards. And then we have our quarterback on top of that. He's just a cherry on top of our run game. Real talk. So yeah, absolutely, we can run on these boys. I don't care what anybody says. We're getting something off. They're not going to be able to stop three backs and a quarterback running.
All right, James Edgefield says yes, it's because of Hurts. Mm-hmm. James, you had some good feedback on one of those videos I put out there this week. I forget, but all I could say was no truer words have been spoken. You broke it down to it could not be broke anymore. It was broken down to the lowest common denominator. You broke it down, so I appreciate you for that.
Yeah.
Milt says with our O-line, yes,
yeah. We can I mean, they're better at run blocking and pass blocking. Our O-line. Let's be real. I mean, the edge goes to their run blocking and their pass blocking. They know how to plow the road.
Eddie says yes. We already ran against top defenses this season.
Talk about it, Eddie.
So yeah, so I don't know if I would start off with run. Like, I don't care what the hell they do, really. I mean, I don't mean
we can do
like
whatever
that.
we want. That's how I feel about it. We
I don't
can
care
whatever we want.
What the hell they do, as long as they win the game. No, I'm just saying, I don't care what the hell they do, as long as we jump on their ass quick, because that's a formula to beat the 49ers. Because I don't think they have, although they have very good skill position players, McCaffrey, Debo Samuel, Ayuk, Brandon Ayuk, and Kittles. They have great skilled players, but their quarterback to me is the weakest part, right? So I don't think they want to get into a game where they have to air it out. They'd rather run the ball. They'd rather run the ball and shorten the game by controlling the time of possession. I think that's what they're going to attempt to do. So to me, to neutralize that or to combat that is to have them playing from behind. If we can have them playing chasing us, you know what I'm saying? If they kind of at some point they're going to have to abandon the run game. So I think the pressure is on the offense to put up as many points as they can put up. Every time they get an opportunity, we got to punch this and get some points on the board. Mm-hmm. You look at the Dallas game and their defense held up, but what kept them in the game and ultimately won the game is they held Dallas. They held the score down. You know what I'm saying? And as long as they keep the score down, they can continue to run the ball and try to milk that clock.
I will thank Dallas for giving us a glimpse into how to neutralize them. Because if we could keep them having the same points that Dallas did and our offense eats, it's definitely a wrap.
It's a
You know what
wrap,
I
and
mean?
it could possibly be a fight song practice game. I'm trying to tell y'all, like I expect it to be a battle because they are the second best team,
I
but
do.
you know that this team has surprised us on multiple occasions when we thought it was going to be a tough game. And next
A
thing you know,
test. This
like
is another test.
yeah, like yo, I don't know if this is a division game. It's going to be a tough. Boom, we blew them out. Like damn, I didn't see that coming. Like wow, like yo. So I don't know. That kind of had that feel to me. And that would be a surprise. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting to be a tough battle. And with that, like my number one concern is with that, because the coaching staff really didn't get tested last week. They did.
Really?
It was just a blowout.
Well, I'm gonna give you Nick Sirianni's words. I know what the fuck I'm doing. I belong down here.
Right. And he was right. And he's absolutely right. I can't take that away from him. He deserves that. I mean,
He's tired. He's tired of me calling him Similac child. Wet behind the ears.
I know what the fuck I'm doing. I know what I'm doing. All right, David says those back-to-back games versus the Packers and Giants ran for 400. Yes, then passed for 400.
Listen.
Those two games got the league shook.
Listen, we put people on notice, and they still didn't, and they still don't respect us, David. They still don't respect us. They ain't ready.
I think we should run the ball in the beginning to show them that we can do that, to regardless of their number one run defense. And we've done things like that. Eddie says I would start with passing the game. To be honest, Metcalf and Lamb went over 100 yards. We have two number ones. Just saying. Yeah, I'm kind of in that. I'm kind of coming from that philosophy.
I'm all about airing it out at this point. I'm all gas, no brakes.
Yeah,
all gas, no brakes right now.
Did y'all see BG mic'd up before the Giants game? He was letting the Giants know what's up during the coin. Yeah, he was. He was like,
Jason Kelsey was like, "That's my job. Don't yell at the D tackle." So he's all amped up when I'm trying to block him.
yeah. Oh man, he said, "Look, we don't need anything like what happened to Mahomes. I don't think we're gonna have that. Jalen he's solid, man, and now he's smart. Now he's playing smarter now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like he
knows when to slide.
Right. He knows." He's being more judicious in deciding when to put his body out there on the line. He's not just doing it willy-nilly anymore. And he was already like kind of conscious of that before.
He was.
So now he's really conscious, but he's still not shying away from like, yo, if he got a lane, he's going to take it and run it.
Oh, no doubt.
And I love that because they're still calling those RPOs, and because we cannot shrink the playbook at all if we want to be successful. We gotta throw the kitchen sink at them. Every play has to be available to us. Let's not forget about DG. Who that? DG? I'm missing it. Who's DG? I'm missing it. James, I'm drinking water. I don't know why I'm missing it, but anyway.
I'm missing it too, and I'm drinking wine. So I got nothing.
He deserved to be MVP coach, but he said we have more important things to worry about. Yeah, that's cool. You know what? I'm gonna stop being mad because Dallas got it. Yeah, okay, yeah, you're right. Dallas got it should eat too. Yeah, this is a game where he eats too. You know, I can't wait.
And the 49ers ranked 5th in pass rush, and we're 1st in pass rush, and they're 5th.
Okay, all right. Well, you know, how many sacks they have? What's that? How do you rank 5th with? Because they only how many sacks did they have?
Nobody's close to us. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm about to say
we're double-digit sacks above everybody, like 14 sacks above the closest person.
The next person,
or 49.
Yeah.
Maybe, or is it them? They're the ones with 49 sacks, right? And we got 70. How many sacks we got? 70.
Yeah. We got 70. Come on.
70.
Bill Cole says, I think we win handily. Somehow I am totally confident. Yeah, I've been calm all this week. I feel good. I feel good about this game. I just need to see it, materialize.
I saw that,
in the physical realm.
Dallas Goedert won the angry run scepter. It's like the scepter thing. Has a light on it.
Oh, yeah. Because he damn near angrily stiff arm somebody last game. Like it was damn like he like
he's a beast. You ever see him?
Yo, that was crazy.
I wouldn't even try to tackle him. I'd be like, go ahead, bro. You got this. It looks like it hurts when he hits you.
Yeah. Oh man. And I can't wait to see it. And don't get it twisted. I hope you like violence because that's what you're going to see. It's going to be violent, and I want it to be violent. You know what I'm saying?
Well, they done pissed us off. All this disrespect. You know what's funny? The fact is, if you really wanted to neutralize us, it might have been better to just give us praises or just do praises and
Yeah.
blow our heads up. But the fact that you disrespect us all year long in the national media and we ain't this and we ain't that, and even after being number one seed with home field, we still get all you're doing is adding fuel to the fire. Oh, that's all everybody's doing is adding fuel to the fire. Do you know how amped they probably are? They had a picture at practice today of the 2017 NFC Championship game. It was above the practice facility. You just got these boys all amped up because you're not respecting them, not respect the coach. You know Nick. He already has an attitude.
Yeah. Yep.
He already has an attitude. So you know they are locked in and dialed in because they're all playing with a chip on their shoulder. The coaching staff, the players, because of this. So keep the disrespect coming. Keep the disrespect coming.
Susan said, "I need violence Sunday."
That's right.
Yeah, we do, and expect to see it. This is gladiator time, right? This is the time. Watch closely what I'm telling you, and when the tackles take place, watch the extra oomph that the tackler gives to the runner or watch. I'm talking about. I seen one play. I don't forget what game it was. Dude came in with a forearm. And they had the running back already stood up, and like a dude came in with a forearm shiver to dude's neck, like bow. I'm like, yo, this thing is for real. Yo, they was trying to knock him. Watch what goes on in these piles and how they trying to put people out the game. You know, they know what it is. This is everything's on the line. If they can knock the quarterback out, it helps their cause. So this is a very violent sport, and it's violent now during these playoffs because it's over. Yo, what's up, dude? You over in Aruba, man. You over in Aruba. Enjoy yourself. I seen the post, man. Enjoy. What is your birthday? Your birthday coming up? Let me give you early birthday if that's what it is. We're gonna give you your birthday present on Sunday. We're gonna give it to you on your birthday. Birds are winning this game. Defense wins this one. That's what's up, dude. Enjoy yourself, man. Enjoy yourself. Aruba, yeah, I saw that Aruba. Enjoy, man. We gonna hold it down for you here. We're gonna hold it down for you here. So look, Susan got excited. Start talking about forearm shivers. She's like, I'm excited now. Like, all right, Susan, calm down. She's like, yo, forearm shivers? We gonna see that? Yeah, we gonna see a lot. Eddie says snubbing Sirianni, coach of the year, Brandon Graham, comeback. Yeah, that's what it is. I was looking at that comeback player of the year. And I was like, yo, why
he had a torn Achilles, and now he's one of the top
got the most
sacks
in
the
his
league.
career. In his career, he set a personal best career sack record, and he's not in the comeback
and
player
contributed to our 70 sack runaway. Come on, I can't even. Let me give y'all
75 now.
Since Pat's not here, let me drop some other stats. So against the Giants, the Eagles rushed 44 times for 268 yards and 3 TDs for an average of 6.1 yards per carry. They rushed for 150 yards before contact. That has only happened 6 times this season, and 3 of those times the Eagles were the team to do it. That's from Shane Half on BGN Network. But yes, let's talk about our running game. We can run on anybody.
Yo, I just can't wait, man. I know people are this is team one versus team. I mean, the top rated teams versus the second rated team. It's the matchup y'all wanted. I always I put out there that I wanted the path of least resistance, right? And maybe this is it. I mean, you know, maybe this is God or the universe answering my request. Maybe this is the path of least resistance, although I think we would beat the Dallas Cowboys too. But, you know, this is who we have. And I forget, Matt Mogul, he's a follower of the show. He said, man, everybody wants to see Dallas. I was like, man, look, we got to beat somebody to get to the Super Bowl. Why not them? I mean, somebody got to get beat. I don't care who it is. You got whoever came into this link on Sunday had to get their ass whipped for us to go to the Super Bowl. So it don't pretty much matter.
It doesn't matter. Yeah. It doesn't matter at this point who the opponent is. That's how I feel about it.
All right, that's the end of the quarter.
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right, you are watching Last Quarter. Coming up, you're watching Eagles Talk, the #1 Eagles coverage show around. That's by Eagles fans, for Eagles fans. And here on Eagles Talk, we like to talk about our favorite football team, the most snubbed team in the NFL now. Now I'm getting mad. The most snubbed team in the NFL, but we're going to make up for it. We don't need any of those awards. We just need the Super Bowl trophy at the end of the year. That's the only award we need, and we're going to do that.
I got some more stats for us, too.
And we talk about our favorite football team. The Philadelphia Eagles is such a relaxed manner that we enjoy our favorite adult beverage in the form of shots. So
or
I'm
wine.
Still on or wine, and she's doing the wine. I'm doing shots at Deer Park. Ooh, I hope I can make it upstairs. All right. Everybody, let me know what you're doing out there. So to our Philadelphia Eagles, down the hatch. 3, 2, 1.
You're now listening to the fourth quarter.
All right, yeah, that's a good one. Jason says Maddox is
practicing. I know, yes. Yes.
That's good news.
Maddox and Lane was up in there. So listen, we about to be fully locked and loaded. Come on now. We about to unload the clip on these boys. Y'all don't even know.
But tell me this, like, do you play him if he's like 75-80%, or do you stick with what we are?
Yeah, you can't not play him and let him get some game time before the big game. You have to play him because there's too much of a break before the next game. You know what I'm saying?
All right, okay.
Yeah, but so let me give you this other stat. You know, remember we don't play anybody. Remember that whole thing? The Eagles didn't play anybody. So after we beat the Giants, the Eagles have the second best win percentage against teams with winning records since 2000. So that argument is dead. That's from Brendan Deeg from The Score. So again, we didn't play anybody, but yet we have the second best record against winning teams since 23 years ago.
Yeah, that's all. You know, they come up with that. They come up with that prior to the season, right? And at that, and they're basing it on, at that point, they're basing it on the teams we're going to face, their record from the previous year. But as we know, things change. So even though those teams didn't make the playoffs last year, doesn't mean that they're not good the year that we're facing them. And that's what happened. Like, you know what I mean? A lot of those teams that were on our schedule the previous year, they might have been ass, but this year they weren't. I mean, Detroit was better than they were last year. Detroit was way better, and we found that out the first week when we had to put up 30 plus to beat Detroit.
And I still listen, I still respect Detroit. I know they had some tough losses. They're like, Detroit is like the opposite of the Vikings. All close games, except the Vikings come out on the W side and Detroit comes out on the L side. But I actually like Detroit's squad better than the Vikings squad. That's just me.
And the Vikings offensive coordinator is up for assistant of the year too. They got
and Steichen. You see, they hired Steichen
up there. They hired him.
Yeah, in North Carolina. He better get himself a good quarterback before he find himself out of a job.
Oh, you mean Reich?
Oh, yeah, right. That's what I mean.
Right.
Yeah.
Right,
so Steichen's out of the running. He'll probably be with us next year.
All right, cool. I'm with that. I'll take him back.
I'll keep her on.
Yeah, and then my brother said Purdy didn't even really play anyone. Take a look at his wins.
Just told y'all, Cowboys was the best defense he faced. That was the only top defense Purdy faced. So he hasn't even seen anybody like us.
Oh, Tony's late. Tony, you missed. We took bonus shots tonight. You missed all of them. So we took double shots. So we're in the third quarter. You like 6 shots behind.
You tell everybody on the island that you're now BFFs with Jordan Mailata.
Yeah, did you? Yeah, that's what's up, Tony. Well, what time is it? You late? What are you at work or something? You couldn't. You had to wait till lunchtime. Yo, how many shots have you missed? You missed 4. Look, and Jeremiah right there. I love our crew. I love our followers. They be right there. 4.
4 shots.
Look, he's like, you 4 behind.
Right. You 4 behind.
That's what's up. Look, and remember Cooper Rush? He was the original Purdy early in the year until he played us.
Talk about it,
who was that?
Talk about it.
My
Dallas.
man,
That was. Listen, they
he's on
thought Cooper
speak.
Rush was better than Jalen.
Yeah. Oh, he's at work. It's 11:30 Friday. All right, it's already 11:30. You're almost off for the weekend already. Oh, I'm envious. No, who's on the show with on Speak with Shady the
Oh, I can't
Acho?
remember. Yeah.
Is that Acho? Yeah. All right. So he explained. He said the Eagles are the Eagles are like your best friend who tells you the truth. He's like, you come to play them and you think one thing and then they tell you the truth. Like, nah, y'all not that.
We do. And listen, I think Ed Clinton summed it up about who the 49ers played and didn't play this year. And they didn't. They barely faced anybody that had the level of talent we did.
Have played against only 2 top 10 defense 3 times this year. The 49ers defense has only faced 2 top defense all year. They also lost to Chicago, Denver, and Atlanta. And you know what those teams have? Mobile quarterbacks. You know what we have? A mobile quarterback.
Probably the best.
The best.
If not one of the best. I'll still give it to Mahomes. I still let him up there, but Jalen's up there with him.
Yes, no doubt. So, this stuff, we got to go out and do it, of course. I'm not saying that we can just mail it in. Because if this game was just judged on paper, I think we would have won already.
Jalen said he was blasting Anita Baker all day. He's dialed in. It's a wrap. When Anita Baker comes out, you know Hurts is dialed in because that's his focus music. Old school. He old school. So he got that from his mama. Shout out to Mama Hurts.
Like I said, James Edwards, like I said, Hurts is going to go Black Adam on them fools because of the disrespect.
Black Adam incinerated everybody though.
Yes, Black Adam ain't a joke, yo. I like that movie.
He would just burn everybody.
Yes. Lamar, the best mobile quarterback, but I still that Hurts. Yeah, Hurts is man. I just can't wait for the game. I wonder what I would give credit to Kyle Shanahan is that he has done a great job with.
He's a good coach.
With
and
the
DeMeco Ryans. Come on, listen.
Yeah,
the Eagles players love DeMeco Ryans. Like they do. They all respect him. So no shade on our coaching staff, but you're gonna take this out this weekend.
Yeah, y'all gotta take that. Yeah, I would definitely love to have DeMeco at the controls of this defense. But and that's not, and I don't want to take a shot at JG because JG's numbers speak for themselves. I know it doesn't look like we want it to look all the time, but the numbers don't lie. The defense has been incredible and even more incredible. And we kind of criticize him for this. We criticize him for not blitzing. How do we do that? Like this,
and we got 70 sacks. And we have to fall back. I stopped criticizing him like 2 weeks ago. I was like, you know what? I don't even have a leg to stand on at this point. Like he is leaps and bounds ahead. He done coached them up to have so many sacks that nobody's even near us. They're not even 10 sacks near us. Like you got to go 14 sacks back, or what is it, 49?
Yeah, I backed off.
Something ridiculous that we're ahead in sacks. So
I backed off for the same reason maybe a month ago because of that stat alone. Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. How are we killing this guy for not blitzing? And we have the 3rd most sacks in NFL history. Not just our franchise. We have the most sacks in our franchise, but in the history of the NFL, we have the 3rd most, and we're bitching about him not blitzing. Whatever the hell he's doing is working. We're getting the quarterback on the ground, and we were amongst the leaders in quarterback pressures too. So,
and I learned
in his philosophy, he's putting heat. He's putting heat in the kitchen.
Right, and what I learned is that how defense is more of a chess game than we like to see. And that's what I took from this season with Jonathan Gannon and what he has achieved. But he also had the talent. Do not get it twisted. But I learned that he's also playing a chess game. So the fact that he got 70 sacks was because the way he was scheming, or we would have never got 70 sacks. You know what I mean? We thought the only way to get those sacks was through blitzing. But I've learned and come accustomed to that if you're always blitzing or if that's like your high note, you really don't have a really good defense because you're only relying on one note. So listen, JG, all hats off to you. You got these boys chipping, they churning. So it's really nothing we could say. So, apologies for any heat we gave you about not blitzing because I'm happy with 70 sacks. You could do it all over again. I'm over it.
Happy
I'm
with
over
the
it. I'm
5
over it.
sacks last week.
Listen, what?
I'm happy with all that,
What?
man.
The
Like,
way we did Carson Wentz, don't forget how we did Carson Wentz. Like, we
oh my
really did him
God.
dirty.
All right, but this is a great point, Dave. Dave said, never criticize him not blitzing. It's that stupid zone. And I have to admit, that is what we're mad at. We got the 2 best cover corners in the league, and he won't play man. Yeah, that's the only knock we have on him. And even with that, though, I have to rein that in too because we have the best pass coverage defense in the league.
That part we can't it's like, just visually we don't like it. You know what I mean? Right. But the results, listen, numbers don't lie, people do.
Eddie says it's like the scheme and action does not reflect what's on paper. Yeah, that's it. It doesn't look the way we want it to look, but he gets the results that we want. Oh man,
it's the end.
I could talk about the damn Eagles all night long.
I know. Well, let me end. Oh yeah, David, you want to come on? David Wong wants to come on. He has a lot to say.
Oh yeah.
We'll hook it up. Wong. I'll text you, okay? I'll talk to the boss man here, Dante. Over here.
No problem.
And then I'll text you. But let me end with some stats for 49ers and Eagles. Regular season stats. 49ers 15-4. This is for you, Pat. I'm trying to hold you down. 49ers regular season wins, loss, regular and post 15-4. The Eagles 15-3. This is going into this weekend. Points per game. 49ers are 26.5. Eagles are 28.1. Opponents' points per game. 49ers 16.3, Eagles 20.2. The edge goes to the 49ers. Total yards per game, 365.6 Niners, 389.1 Eagles. That goes to us. Opponents' yards per game, 300.6 49ers, 301.5 the Eagles. Turnover differential, plus 13 49ers, plus 18 the Eagles. Third down percentage, we're pretty even, 45% 49ers, 45.9% the Eagles. Defensive third down percentage, 39% 49ers, 38.6 the Eagles, very even there. And defensive sacks, as my last stat, 44 for the 49ers and 70 for your Philadelphia Eagles.
We have a good
Philadelphia.
And Sulema, that's what she's bringing it back to. All those stats was showing you how badass our team was. That's what it is.
Okay.
Look, I don't know if I didn't read this. I did put it up on the screen, but let me read it because this is funny. Tony says, yeah, apologies to JG, but if Purdy ends up looking like the second coming of Brady this weekend, it's open season.
Yeah, I'm reversing everything I said tonight.
Everything. Yeah, we can ill afford to have him come out and look like the second coming. And he loves to actually pass in between the hash marks. Like they like to pass inside the numbers. So and that seems to be where we're weakest when we go to that soft ass zone. So we can he has to scheme something to stop that and to get some pressure on this dude. And I am confident that he can figure something out, that we can put the heat on the young boy and hit him early and often. We did it to Daniel Jones. We just got finished doing it to Daniel Jones. He was not looking like Lamar Victor this past
He wasn't
Saturday.
ready. He was not ready.
And I don't know if this guy is going to be ready anyway either. So let me end this quarter.
And that's the end of the quarter.
All right. What's up? Noop says Eagles versus Bengals in the bowl. I'm with it. I would love to see Andy, though, because I would love to beat Andy. That would be great. That would be a great storyline. But, hey, the two best teams, I think that we are the two best teams. So that would be a matchup that would.
The best storyline is the Eagles winning the Lombardi.
Yeah, that's the
but
best
we bid you adieu.
Yeah. All right, yo. You're gonna be at Miller's Ale House Sunday for the game. Pregame starts at 2 p.m. You got to get there early though, because they get crowded. So
Springfield.
if you're going to come out, Springfield, PA, 18 Baltimore Pike. It's all over social media. I'll probably do another reel tomorrow with the flyer again. So look out for it. But we're going to be in Springfield, PA on Sunday doing our pre-games and post-game show and watching the game with everyone in attendance. So if you're nearby, come through and then watch the game with us. It's going to be a rocking good time. We're going to have a great time.
That's right. Come join us.
Alarm is set for 5 a.m. Monday. Damn, that's 5 a.m. Monday. Whew. What do you do, Tony? Do you take off the day when something like that happens? Because that's
right.
Or would the game be over by the time work starts? Oh, that's crazy.
Oh, yeah, it probably will be because it'll be over by 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so you can still go to work. Wow, that's incredible. All right, okay. How is parking? It's a moderately sized parking lot. It's not big like the Stinger in Delaware. It's not big like that. So you want to get there. He said I might be sick. Tony said I might be sick. All right. So you got to get there kind of early, JT, if you want good parking. All right, man. I'll see you guys, whoever is going to make it out to Miller's Ale House on Sunday. We will see you there. Everybody else, we'll see you on the air on Sunday. I'm your man, Dante the Dark Knight. For my co-hosts with the co-most, Pat and the Shell, we'll see you guys Sunday. Peace.
We go live in 5, 4, 3, 2. Smash him up, crack that fool. Quarterback whack, yo, sack that fool. Hit him,